Welcome everybody. It's that Witchcraft TV guy again, that lone wolf guy, that Harold Sanford Carter III guy, and I wanted to talk about the schedule for tomorrow for witchcrafttv.online. And you can go to our website at www.witchcrafttv.online, and we have Witchcraft TV, Pagan Music TV, the Witchy Kids Network, and the Witchcraft Herald. And man, check it out. Uncle Birch, also known as Michael Correll, down there in New Orleans at midnight. Ask Uncle Birch anything. He's a great teacher. He's been teaching the craft, contemporary witchcraft, for 40 years. 40 years is a long time. There's a lot of seekers and people out there, you know, that haven't even been alive for 40 years. I mean, this is a true elder, a true priest down there in NOLA, and you can catch him right here on Witchcraft TV at midnight. After that, we have a movie at 1 o'clock, and that movie is The Addams Family, the 1998 version. Really cool. I love all the characters, Pugsley and Wednesday, and I think they just made like a new series on Netflix with Wednesday. Man, I wish we could get that content. But you can check that 1998 film, The Addams Family, 1 o'clock. And that's be really, really, really cool. Let's see, if you're up late, wee bit hours of the evening, around 3 o'clock, you can check out a documentary on Sybil Leek. And Sybil Leek is a very, very popular witch. And a lot of the, you know, the witchlings and the newbies that are coming into the craft and things, they don't really know much about the elders or the ones that are no longer with us. And I know about a lot of these elders because, well, I study the history. And I think it's very, very important that we study the history and to archive that history. And that's exactly what we're doing right here on Witchcraft TV. Let's see. We also have a prayer for unity around 4 o'clock. A little bit of Jane Goodall in there, where she says that every day should be Earth Day and not just April 22nd. Really good excerpts of Jane Goodall in there. You can check that out around 4 o'clock. And then right after that, we have the nostalgic Addams Family in the black and white. Now, the 1 o'clock movie is in color, and then at 4 o'clock, it's the nostalgic black and white, the original Addams Family, every night at 4 a.m. And then we have the Festival Fun Show, and then we have, let's see, 5 o'clock, we have an interview with one of the priestesses of Stonehenge. Yes, a great, great dear friend of mine, and his religion is love, and his name is David Moore, and David Moore interviews Susan Marie Paramore right here on Witchcraft TV at 5 a.m. So if you're getting up early and you're having that coffee, this is an interview you're not going to want to miss. Susan Marie Paramore is very, very down to earth and loves the goddess, loves the old ways, and is a priestess of Stonehenge. 6 o'clock is an hour long of Oberon Zell. The Oberon Zell block is 6 a.m. every morning. And he talks about being poly. And we have an interview with him. And some of those interviews stretch back for 10 years ago, 15 years ago. So it's very, very important and such an exciting thing to be able to document America's Wizard right here on Witchcraft TV. Absolutely, absolutely. So at 7 o'clock, we start the Witchy Kids Network. From every morning, Monday through Sunday, we're going to have Witchy Kids Network 7 to 11 o'clock. That's 8, 9, 10, 11. That's 4 hours of Witchy Kids Network. Now, I really want to sink some more time into the Witchy Kid Network, and we do have an ambassador So hail to Reno, Nevada, and a big shout out to Alexandria, the official ambassador of the Witchy Kids Network. So if you've noticed a shift for 7 to 11 a.m. on Witchcraft TV with the Witchy Kids Network, the reason why that's happening is because it's going to open up a new station. And I really want to pour out to a new station. The innovations are kind of being drafted up. But for now, Witchy Kids Network on Witchcraft TV. And for the time being, the Witchy Kids Network does run 24 hours a day right here on the www.witchcrafttv.online platform. 11 o'clock is Denton's Tales. Now, Denton's Tales is over there in Ireland, and he really gives you an in-depth historical perspective on what it is to be Norse, to be what the Viking culture was and what it wasn't. And there's lots of watered down misconceptions and what isn't, what is a Norse? What is the Norse path? Denton's Tales gives you the real deal when it comes to the Norse, and that's going to be 11 o'clock a.m. 12 o'clock is a movie. It's Casper, the Friendly Ghost, and he meets Wendy right here on Witchcraft TV at noon. Man, I love me some Casper the Ghost. Man, when I was a kid, they used to call me Casper the Ghost. Because probably could have been because I hung out with like a rough crowd and stuff, and I was kind of the only white boy and everything. So they was like, "Yo, what's up, Casper?" It was kind of a reflection of, But yeah, nostalgic Casper the Ghost. Right after Casper the Ghost, we have an interview with Donald Michael Craig. He is the author of Modern Magic, a book that I really enjoyed about 15 years ago. And you never hear a lot about Donald Michael Craig. A lot of people in our occult, witchcraft, and pagan community, they get ousted. They get forgotten. And even if they get ousted or forgotten or, it's been years, historically, I'm going to bring it. And I'm going to bring Donald Michael Craig right here to Witchcraft TV, and you can hear about his take on the occult and magic right after that Casper the Friendly Ghost movie at 1 o'clock. 2 o'clock, the core craft tradition, the core class is at 2, and where we go into talking and discussing transmutable law. It goes into hermetics, it goes into natural law, and applies it to contemporary witchcraft. The best part is you can't ever argue with it. You can never argue with a path of witchcraft that is infused with immutable law and natural law. And it's a great perspective. 3 o'clock, throwback Witches and Wine with Lola Stardust, interviewing an ATC priestess that works with the kiddos. Really cool. 4 o'clock, Festival Fun Show with AC Fisher Aldag, interviewing Paganicon, which happens yearly. They happen every year. They're putting on, they rent a hotel. They have a bunch of people in the community go out there. They have a great time. It's just a really cool festival. Festival Fun Show, 4 o'clock. After that, Selena, Dark Lady Selena. She does the Witchcraft TV News at 5 o'clock, where she talks about the recent endeavor in Washington, Georgia, where New Moon Eclectics had issues with a Baptist preacher, I believe, that went to the commissioners. And there's lots of stuff like that happening in the South. The Wild Hunt just released a new report about North Carolina, with not the same situation happening, but a situation where the oppression of paganism and the craft and our community are having like issues and things. So yeah, the East Coast and the South definitely going through a time. We have mini documentaries of the Green Egg magazine, published by Oberon Zell. 6 o'clock is that Lone Wolf show, and this Lone Wolf show is with Lady Rhea, the Witch Queen of New York City. And she is really, really good, a superb, adept candle maker, and beloved and loved by many, many, many pagans and witches across the United States and worldwide. Check out that interview at 6 o'clock. After that, we have a small documentary by Jim Sayers, A Journey Through Time. And he made it about a year ago, but man, I'm a big fan of this, a big fan of his skills as a content creator. Really, really cool. Really, really awesome. Let's see, we have Oculus Alchemy at 7 o'clock coming from Manhattan, talking and interviewing Larry E. Arnold, occultist Lon Milo Duquette, and other great authors and leaders. 8 o'clock movie is Beauty and the Beast. The 8 o'clock movie is Beauty and the Beast. It's not the cartoon version. It's like the actual humanoid version. Really good story. And you can find that right here on Witchcraft TV, www.witchcrafttv.online at 8 o'clock. After that, we have the Lost Ancient show about humans and the origins. And then 10 o'clock every night on Witchcraft TV, we bring you dark sorcery from the West Coast. And that is 10 o'clock, where that host talks about the runes with a special guest, and also an interview with myself and him. And then to end off the night, the Pagan Leader show at 11. And every night on Witchcraft TV, Monday through Sunday, from now on, we're going to spotlight a pagan, witch, occultic, or magic leader in the worldwide community right here on Witchcraft TV. Tomorrow night, 11 o'clock, is Susan Marie Paramore, interviewed by my dear friend and man of love himself, David Moore. So make sure you keep it right here on the station. Always new content coming. There's also a new show going to be implemented soon called Witch Way Holland, where I go across the United States in a semi-truck, and I'm broadcasting right now from a semi-truck and broadcasting from Salem, Kansas. And there's semi-trucks all around, and tomorrow we're headed to Utah, and it's just an adventure. I'm going to be putting on the socials what town we're in for the night. If you're around and you want to have a spot of coffee or talk witchcraft or be interviewed on Witchcraft TV, I'll be posting it while I travel around the country. Witchcraft TV, 24/7 online television for witchcraft, pagan music TV, who just got a facelift, a new logo, and 50 more pagan music videos. Witchy Kids Network and the Witchcraft Herald. I love y'all. Yule comes quick. Happy Yule. May the season be with you. I love you. Blessed are the seekers. Blessed are the sought. I'll see you tomorrow night.